What's up, my people? This is ShowBizz the Adult. All right, man, look. We have a show business partner who jumped in my DM on my Instagram and asked me, when it comes to the hardest punching heavyweights of all time, where does Deontay Wilder rank for you? Water. First, I want to say I almost didn't do the video because Deontay Wilder, he's just one of those figures. He divides the boxing fans right down the middle. He have show business partners of ours who hate Deontay Wilder. If I were to say anything positive about Deontay Wilder, you'll have those haters of Deontay Wilder say, ShowBizz the Adult, you being biased. You only saying positive things about Deontay Wilder because he's from America and you're from America too. And then you have show business partners who absolutely love Deontay Wilder, where if I criticize Deontay Wilder, they'll say, ShowBizz the Adult, you're always being a Deontay Wilder hater. So, I'm brave. I'm going to do the video anyway. When it comes to all-time heavyweights, greatest punches of all time, where does Deontay Wilder rank to me? Well, when it comes to the hardest hitting heavyweights of all time, you got to mention a few names here. Joe Louis, Sonny Liston, Max Baer, Jack Dempsey. You got to mention George Foreman, Ernie Shavers, Mike Tyson. You know the guys. Joe Frazier even with his left hook. Rocky Marciano, you know the guys. And where does Deontay Wilder rank? When it comes to KO power, there are measurables. You have KO percentage. Deontay Wilder, he has over 40 fights. He KO'd 98% of his victories were by KO. 87% happened in 5 rounds or less. That's a hard puncher. Also, you could throw in this fact. He's knocked out every fighter he's ever fought. Foreman, he knocked out in a rematch. Ugly. Tyson Fury, he even knocked him out for a moment in the 12th round. It's Tyson Fury showing his bravery, his courage. We know that he got up from that. Still don't know how. So Deontay Wilder, definitely a hard puncher when it comes to the measurables. But then you have to look at things you can't measure. Who has he knocked out? George Foreman, for example. He's knocked out Joe Frazier twice. People forget. He has a rematch with Joe Frazier. He knocked him out. George Foreman, he knocked out Ken Norton. So he has good opponents that he knocked out. He knocked out Ron Lyle. Sonny Liston knocking out Floyd Patterson. And Rocky Marciano knocking out the likes of Ezra Charles and Joe Louis. So these guys, Jersey Joe Walcott, these guys got fighters that they knocked out that's all-time greats. But when it comes to Mike Tyson, for example, what great fighter did he knock out? He has some good ones. Frank Bruno, that's a good knockout. Razor Ruddock, that's a great knockout. You have Spinks, what a knockout. You also have Larry Holmes that he knocked out. That's pretty good. Were they great at the time as a heavyweight? That's debatable. But when it comes to Deontay Wilder, who has he knocked out? I get it. Ortiz, good fighter. Tyson, he knocked him down twice, Tyson Fury. Foreman, how great is he? I get it. Then you also have this. People ask me, who punched harder, George Foreman or Iron Mike Tyson? I always say George Foreman. Why? Because punching mechanics. Iron Mike Tyson, he used everything, all his explosiveness and power, from his toes all the way to the top of his head. When he throws a punch, boom, everything into it. Bam, everything into it. Boom, boom, boom. Combinations, very fast. Twerk, everything is perfect. When it comes to George Foreman, all he needs to do is this. He knocks you out. That's some power. But Deontay Wilder, let's look at his punching mechanics. He can knock you out like this. He can punch and you block it and he knocks you out. He can hit you off the top of your head and your legs go crazy. Deontay Wilder punches all wrong, knocks you out. Which, here's the question. What if Deontay Wilder turns his waist, turns his wrist, punch correctly. Boom! Kind of how he did against Brazil. I think Brazil's soul left for a minute. He knocked him flat out. So, punching mechanics is a thing too. Deontay Wilder being so successful, knocking everybody out, and hitting them all wrong. That's a lot of punching power. So, where do I put Deontay Wilder when it comes to all-time greatest punchers? I think he's right there. Even Teddy Atlas, who I consider as being one of the oracles, he also said the same thing. He mentioned Max Baer, he mentioned Ernie Shavers, and he mentioned Deontay Wilder. You have to be crazy to not know that he has special power. George Foreman himself said Deontay Wilder punches harder than him. So who am I to argue George Foreman? I tell you this. When you think of the hardest hitting heavyweights of all time, and I do understand getting stuck to the past and no one surpassing the great ones, I don't think you should be able to name too many before naming Deontay Wilder, especially if you start punching correctly with correct mechanics. Let me know how you feel in the comments below. Me, I think it's very possible by the end of career, he could be ranked #1. I'm out.